In addition to the change order, a construction change order construction change directive (CCD) can be used by the architect to keep work going and initiate a change order. So the CCD is defined as a written notice directing a change in the work. So this document can be used before a written change order has been fully agreed to by all parties. So many times a written a change order proposal from the contractor is sent to the architect following the notice of claim and used to write the CCD or the initial proposal to the owner. So the example of CCD is as shown in this figure. Okay. So it should be clearly described. The CCD should clearly describe the additional work. It also should specify a method of determining payment by one of the following methods: a stipulated price by unit price, including a method of measuring the units attributed to the change, or cost plus a fee. So when the method of measuring the cost and the fee are stipulated, so each of these price alternatives relates to the extent of the work known at the time of writing the construction change direct. The type of costs for the change order is usually stipulated in the contract documents, excluding off-site overhead, which is to be covered by the fee. The change order proposal will vary from one construction company to another, but the specific form will contain most of the same information. So, for example, in this figure 16-10, this is an example of a change order proposal that could be adopted as a company standard. This figure shows the change order proposal requirements, and then this is the part of the supplementary conditions of the contract. The change order process should also include all necessary subcontract work as initiated in the COP or change order proposal. The contractor must solicit the necessary pricing from each subcontractor and coordinate the proper pricing. The contractor must determine which subcontractors are impacted by the change and request pricing for that work. So as many changes affect virtually all of the work on the project, careful examination of the impact of each change is necessary. A sample letter requesting a change proposal from a subcontractor has been shown here. When using a unit price or a cost plus determination of the change order price, measurement procedures are necessary. Unit price determination may require a verification of the unit affected, such as a truck count verified by the owner's inspector. Daily work reports listing labor hours and material received may be required for cost plus changes. The daily work reports will probably be also require verification from the owner's inspector. So the form for this purpose is shown in this figure. It can be used for cost plus fee or force account work. So Payment for the additional work is not allowed until the official change order is processed. A work description and the firm price for the work must be determined, and the change order has to be signed by both the owner and the contractor. So this firm price is then included in the contract amount in the progress payment request, with the payments related to the completion of the change order work. So let's look at now the time extension. So the time extension requested by the contractor depends on a variety of factors. Extra work usually requires extra time to the contract. Analysis of the project schedule is necessary to show the impact of this additional work. The project may be delayed in determining what change is necessary, which also should be included in the requested time extension. Most time extension requests are fairly subjective, as the true impact of the change is rarely clearly determined. A discussion and negotiation of the time extension is a frequent occurrence in the change order process. So some time extensions are due to delays in the project caused by the outside influences. Most contracts allow extension of contract time for delays due to labor disputes, fire, unusual delay in deliveries, unavoidable casualties, or other causes beyond the contractor's control. So delay to the project due to unusual weather often is compensated by a time extension. Comparison of the average weather conditions to the actual weather conditions is made to determine the appropriate time extension. The severity of the weather also is examined. As mentioned in previously, the daily documentation of weather and construction activity is essential in determining appropriate time extension. So delays in the project from unexpected sources to uh, also will extend the contractor's job site overhead, resulting in a request for compensation for this extended overhead cost. Since we are talking about the changes, and this changes process is to be managed, and then for the managing of this change process, a lot of documentations are needed. So therefore, files should be established for each possible change as defined by the change order proposal. So this file should include all relevant documentation to the change, including photographs, daily reports, cost records, subcontractor correspondence, excerpts from the meeting minutes, correspondence with the architect or owner, drawings, details, applicable excerpts from the uh, specification and contract, and other applicable information. So there may be a situation when several change orders may be in processing at the same time during the project. So as this involves many steps, it is extremely important to track all uh, change proposals and change orders. So a change order log records the dates of the steps in processing, and processing the change order. So this log can be used to determine the current location of the change order. A clear knowledge of the responsibilities of the process helps speed up the system. Recording the dates of the processing also is necessary in claims procedures. So project meetings should involve updating the log, resulting in an updated version of the change order log being distributed within the meeting minutes. So therefore, change order log is very important for the management of the change orders. So each contractor will include different information in the change order log. So some typical information that might be included is as follows. So for example, a COP number, that means the change order proposal number, a change order number after a formal change is issued, the description, original date of the change order proposal, who initiated the change, that means the individual and the company, price associated with the change order proposal, and number of calendar days for extension of the contract, and subcontractors that are affected, and dates associated with the pricing. A date that formal change order was issued for signatures, status approved or rejected, and date status was determined, reprocessing dates if required, actual amount of the change order, date change order approved. The next figure is the change order for a construction manager, and this is how this is actually a sample for the approval of the change order. Next, we will be talking about the implementation of change orders. Okay, so implementation of the change orders, and then we will be talking about the summary. So for the implementation, the contractor's project team has not completed their work even after receiving a signed change order. So issuance of the change order to the subcontractors affected must be accomplished. Many times the actual subcontractor change order still must be finalized and negotiated. So if the contractor has asked for cost and time input from the subcontractor at each negotiation stage, from the original change order proposal to the finalized change order completion, then a finalized subcontract change order will not be hard to accomplish. So this becomes a difficult process if the contractor has negotiated different terms with the owner than proposed by the contractors. Summary. So in summary, what we can say is that the changes to the contract require careful processing by the contractor. So prompt recognition of the change and its impact is important in avoiding unnecessary costs and delays. And the contractor must manage the subcontractor's proposals and changes to subcontract amount, as well as the changes to the contract with the owner. So changes can be managed without producing claims, which are unresolved change orders. So pursuit of claim can be expensive, involving arbitration or litigation. Honest, prompt, efficient, and cooperative processing of change orders will bring the project to a successful close without further disagreement on contract claims. So with this, we have come to the end of this topic.